What's up, it's Jesse. I hope y'all having a nice day. It's kind of been a minute since I was actually in front of the camera like this, talking to you. Usually now I'm on my computer or I'm just making a short. But today I want to be talking to you about my progress, my 1 year progress, because it's been over a year for a minute now. I would say that my journey really started at the beginning of 2021. As I was ending towards 2020 was when I started to, I guess you could say, change my habits and begin to change the flow of how I did things. But within this past year, I have been able to actually learn a lot, not so much about the knowledge of the things that I need, but about myself. And I feel like that's the key to this, is understanding yourself and growing with yourself. Like, you need to be growing with this. As your journey continues to progress, you should be moving forward. You should be growing closer to what you want. Because if you're not, well, then you're not necessarily even on the journey of growth. You're just stuck. Now, I've been able to get rid of a lot of bad habits, but I still have some bad habits. And that's just the thing, it's a process that you have to continue to work at and continue to go at. Otherwise, you'll screw yourself in the long run. But don't beat yourself up about those bad losses or maybe those bad days or those slow days, because each and every day there's a new day. And with that new day, you have new thoughts and new power. So you continue to push through on those days that are tough. Like, for the past 2 weeks, I have literally not been doing anything. I haven't been making videos. I've barely been making shorts. I haven't even been online on my computer. My computer broke like 2 Sundays ago and it sent me over the edge. I was like, I need to stop working for a little bit. So for about 2 weeks, I didn't really do anything. Of course, I still went to the gym. I might have, done something here and there just to keep up with the work that I put in so far. But about 2 weeks, I didn't do anything. And those 2 weeks gave me time to sit back and just look. That I've actually done something. Like, congratulations, Jesse, because you've actually put in the work for something. You're not just sitting around wanting things to come to you. We're actually willingly able to get up and put in the work. And I feel like that's what we should all be doing. We all expect us for things to just fall in our lap. It won't work like that. It won't work like that, excuse me. It never will, and nor should it, bro. If everything were to fall in your lap, it would be boring. Life would be boring. It's funny. I don't remember, I was watching a YouTuber and he talked about how playing video games is boring to him. And I laughed and chuckled at that. Because majority of the people that you hear say they're bored are the ones who watch their phone all the time, play their video games all the time, scroll through TikTok, watch TV all the time. You don't get bored in life when you're actually doing something you enjoy. Like, you truly enjoy it. Like, you're working towards building something that you want out of life. You don't get bored. Boredom should be a privilege. Boredom comes from not being able to do anything, not really having to do anything. That's where boredom stems from. So boredom is a privilege because we really don't have to do much. Like, look at where we live. I live in a house that has electricity. I got food in the fridge, water out the faucet. Like, dude, we have everything we need. But what people need to understand is the future's coming. You should always be working because life is ever changing. If you're not always constantly growing with life, this is life. And if you're not going with life, well, then life is just going to continue to do this. And if you try to stay stagnant, it's not going to work, because if life does this, you're stagnant. Life is automatically going to make you go that way. So it's either you're growing or you're shrinking. And if you're shrinking, you're becoming worse. You're not helping the community. You're not helping the people around you. Now, if you're growing, you're becoming stronger, you're becoming better, you're expanding more. Not only that, now you're going to affect your friends, your family, your brothers, your sisters, your girlfriends. You're going to start affecting everybody around you because now you're growing as a person and you're bringing something that your community needs or that the world needs, and that is you. I fundamentally believe that at the end of the day, we all need you. Like, we need you as a person with all your experiences and all the things that you have been through. There will never be a single human like you. And because of that, you are unique. There's a reason why people say we have our own values. It's because I experienced something that you will never experience. Just as you will experience something that I will never experience. And that is amazing to me because, well, now I open my eyes to you because you will always have something that I don't. And that's perspective of your life. And perspective is key when it comes to the journey of growth or just growing, period. Why? Because if I could take a different perspective and look at things, well, no, maybe my life can be more efficient or I could be more effective with my life. Well, say that I have a perspective that doesn't necessarily work, right? And then I come across someone who says, hey, you should look at something like this. Instead of sitting there and bashing him or antagonizing him or believing that, hey, he could be wrong. Let's actually look at what he's saying. Now compare it to what I'm doing. Is what I'm doing working? The way I'm looking at things, is it working? Okay, well, if not, well, how does he look at it? And clearly he's getting results. So therefore, the way I'm doing something is wrong. Do you understand that? The way that I'm doing something is wrong. My perspective must be off if someone else is getting results and I'm not. That's all in this journey of growth. I have been able to find my peace. I guess very early on I was able to find my peace. I understand what I want to do, what I need to work on, how I need to work on it, who I need to speak to. Right? This year is more about, I guess you could say, finances for me than anything. Right? Last year was, all right, let's understand this fitness. Right? Let's understand nutrition, which is still rocky for me, right? I understand quite a bit about nutrition. Now, I speak about nutrition and going to the gym and your health a lot for a good reason. I wholeheartedly believe if in order to be successful, you need to be healthy. Because if you aren't healthy, well, then you'll be slower. Say that you don't have a good physique, that you're fat, overweight. My God, you're not going to be able to outperform those people who are ripped with six packs, who actually put good food in their body, who are more cognitive, right? You're not going to outperform them. It's literally going to be impossible. You need to put your health and you need to put your health first, right? You can't get your money right if this ain't right. You can't get your money right if your body ain't right. You have to understand your health is connected to everything. You can't have that nice relationship that you want if this ain't right, bro. If you are not right, if your health isn't right, your mental health, your body, your spiritual health, your social health, if it ain't right, bro, it's not, if it ain't right, you ain't gonna get money. It's just that simple. This right here, you as a person, that needs to be your number one focus. You should always be trying to develop yourself. You should always be trying. Now, I speak about nutrition and going to the gym and your health a lot for a good reason. I wholeheartedly believe if in order to be successful, you need to be healthy. Because if you aren't healthy, well, then you'll be slower. Say that you don't have a good physique, that you're fat, overweight. My God, you're not going to be able to outperform those people who are ripped with six packs, who actually put good food in their body, who are more cognitive. Right? You're not going to outperform them. It's literally going to be impossible. You need to put your health and you need to put your health first. Right? You can't get your money right if this ain't right. You can't get your money right if your body ain't right. You have to understand your health is connected to everything. You can't have that nice relationship that you want if this ain't right, bro. If you are not right, if your health isn't right, your mental health, your body, your spiritual health, your social health, if it ain't right, bro, it's not, if it ain't right, you ain't gonna get money. It's just that simple. This right here, you as a person, that needs to be your number one focus. You should always be trying to develop yourself. You should always be trying to grow. Like, you should not be doing anything else. You should not be trying to, oh, I just want to be happy. That doesn't even make sense to me. Like, I found that a blasphemy. Blasphemy. You want to be happy. If you were happy, your actions would tell it. Like, let's